Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. I am your Muse Traci, and I am here to inspire you and empower you to live the life of your dreams, to create on purpose exactly what you want in all areas of your life, to stop settling and to stop suffering. You are not here to suffer. If that sounds good to you, you are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel. I offer one-on-one coaching, and in my coaching program, we take a deep dive into your subconscious programming or your belief system. And we do the work together to change the programming that is effectively covering up or masking your true nature of being an unlimited, infinite creator. I will take you through the process of cleaning up your programming, integrating the creator belief system, releasing stored emotions from the past, as well as teaching you how to honor and process your emotions on an ongoing basis, as well as much, much more. We meet 2 to 3 times per week, and in between sessions, you have email access to me as well. You have homework to do in between the sessions. And so, in other words, there's a lot of work to do outside of the sessions. It's not a huge amount of work, but let's be honest, if you want the transformation, you have to put the work in, right? It really, you're undoing probably years and years and years of living your life in a different sort of unconscious or asleep way, and you have to do the work to create new habits and to become a different person and to become the creator of your life. So it is an intensive month, but I created it that way to create real transformation, right? We're not trying to just put affirmations over things. You could use affirmations, but we are really doing transformational work. Okay, that's what we're really doing, to return you back to your true nature of being an effortless and unlimited creator. Manifesting is not meant to be a struggle. It's not meant to be this thing that you have to constantly battle for. It is not meant to be like that. So most of my clients will stay in coaching with me 2 to 3 months to integrate all of these teachings. Some will stay longer, some stay shorter. A lot of my clients are doing, more than just manifesting a specific person. Well, of course, we're always doing that because this is all about you. So we're not just working on relationships. We're working on money, job, career, business, everything, how you love yourself, your self-concept, right? It's everything. So if you're interested in learning more, leave me a comment down below, and you can also send me an email. I'll get back to you. I also want you to know that I have a couple of free offers in the description below. And the first one is a mini course to get the fundamentals of manifesting, especially if you're manifesting a specific person. So I created this course because I noticed a lot of people may have been trying to manifest a specific person for some time, and they're still questioning things like free will, or they're questioning things like, does this even work? So I want to help you clear up these questions, because there is enough to work on in this journey without continuing to question the basics of it, the fundamentals of it. So I created this free mini course for you to really solidify these fundamentals so you can move on to the other parts of manifesting, like working on your programming, working on your self-concept, and working on your ability to focus on the reality that you want to create. Okay. And the other free offer is my 7-day I Am challenge. All right. You guys can go and check out those things on my website and in the description. And let's get into the video for today. I'm super excited about the video today because this video is going to be empowering. Okay. And if you know anything about me, you know that one of my favorite things is self-empowerment. So I'm super excited about this, and let's just get right into it. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about you are pure potential and how you can unlock this potential by using the quantum field. So Have you ever heard of the term superposition? It's a term used in quantum mechanics, and here's what it means. Superposition is the idea that quantum particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously until observed, suggesting that our desires exist in a potential state until we focus on them, collapsing the wave function into a manifested reality. So, sounds like the concept of creation is finished and everything exists now, and there's infinite parallel realities, and these things that are in the infinite parallel realities that maybe you cannot see right now will become visible in your reality when you start to focus on them. Such a key, important reminder. I'm going to get into it a little bit later in the video, but this is one of the very things that I see people struggling with the most. They don't see it, they struggle to focus on it. You want to develop the skill of focusing on things before you see them, because they exist if you can't see them. They exist in the quantum field. And if you continue to only focus on the things that you can see, you are very much limiting yourself. It's not that the potential isn't there, you just keep limiting yourself. So this is what Neville is talking about when he says creation is finished. He's talking about everything exists now in the quantum field of possibilities. It all exists now. And through your focus on the potentiality that you prefer to experience, you bring it into being. And to use the scientific term, you collapse the wave function and you bring it into your reality where you can see and experience it with your five senses. The challenge that I see so many people making is that they struggle to focus on the potential reality when they are not seeing it. Please leave me a comment down below if this sounds familiar, if you've ever struggled with this, if you're still struggling with this. Leave me a comment down below. You're probably not the only one. Even people who know about manifesting and know about this concept that creation is finished, intellectually they know this, and knowing about being an unlimited creator, and that there are infinite potential parallel realities and infinite potential in the quantum field, they still struggle. And so I'm asking, well, do you really know about these things? Or I should say, do you know them on a deeper level than just intellectually knowing about them? As Neville says all the time, knowing isn't enough. You have to know how to apply the knowledge that you have. So let's explore a little bit about what holds people back from their infinite potential then. And let's see if there is one of these or more than one of these that resonates with you specifically. So number one, fear of being hopeful. So at times in our life, we can develop defense mechanisms, and we can learn to not expect too much. If we expect little, then when little shows up, at least we won't be too let down. And if more shows up, well, then that will be great. But in terms of manifesting and creating your reality, if you expect the worst or if you expect little, you'll create that. Or better said, in these quantum, field terminologies, you select that out of the quantum field and you select it into your reality, right? When you develop these defense mechanisms to not expect too much, I don't want to be let down, so let me expect the worst, or it can be, let me expect the bare minimum. Well, you keep perpetuating that and creating that. You keep selecting that out of the infinite potential. You keep selecting out of a defense mechanism to expect the minimum or to expect the worst. You're selecting that when you expect it. Okay, number two, operating from the mode of self-sabotaging, self-limiting core beliefs or programs. This is a big one, of course. Ever wonder why you can't focus on your desired reality for too long? You can get really determined and really focused for some amount of time. Like for me, it was about a week. And when I was really nailing it, 2 weeks, right? Whew, when I was really doing good, it was 2 weeks. You can't let go and you can't live there. You can't accept and let go. Ever wonder why this is? A lot of times this is because we still have the old programming. We have old, outdated programming that says you're not worthy of having that. So you better not get your hopes up too high, kind of similar to the last one. So we will seek out the evidence over and over and over of not having it. That's why we can't persist for longer. You see, it's not that you can't persist, it's that your programming is running, and your programming always is going to seek out the evidence to prove the programming. It's a mechanism of your mind, the reticular activating system. It seeks out the evidence to confirm what you already believe. So you've got to change the programming. If the programming right now says you don't get to have that, you have never had it, you don't get to have it. You need to change the programming to say something more in line with what you want, so that then your brain will seek out the evidence. It will look at everything, and the new filter it goes through is, yep, you got it. Yep, you got it. But if you keep the old programming that says you do not get to have that, you're not worthy of having that, you've never had that, you don't deserve having it, you were taught that you weren't worthy, that's not what you get to have, that's the filter. And so your mind will seek out the evidence, the supporting evidence. While you're trying to persist, your mind is constantly looking for the evidence. No, you don't get to have it. Right? And so if you don't change the programming, you can, like I was saying, like I did, I can persist for 2 weeks when I was really trying hard. 2 weeks is not that long, you guys. And then it's like fatigue set in because I was constantly battling my programming. Now, wouldn't it be easier? Doesn't it sound more lovely, more effortless to do the work to change the programming? Yes, changing the programming is work, but it's work that is permanent. You change the programming, you are going to have a much easier time manifesting what you want. But if you don't change the programming, you will continue to struggle and have to work hard at manifesting. So why not do the work once and for all, change the programming. You might have to upgrade it from time to time. I did a short about this the other day. Yeah, upgrade your programming. How often should you do it? Well, anytime you get a new idea of how things could be better. Like your phone, right? The phone doesn't have to be broken. Sometimes we get new ideas. We get new inspiration. Ooh, wouldn't this be better? Great, upgrade your programming, but you don't have to do a complete overhaul, but you might have to do that in the beginning, right? And then once you do it in the beginning, from time to time, you get a new idea about an upgrade and you install that upgrade. And you keep going higher and higher and higher levels. That's ideal. So what I was saying with this number 2, we seek out the evidence over and over again of not having it. And again, according to this theory, selecting that potential out of the quantum field. When we're looking for the evidence, we think we're looking for it and we might find it. No, we're selecting it when we look for the evidence. We're selecting it out of the quantum field of infinite potential. Okay, let's go on to number 3. Let's explore one more just for fun, I said. Thinking the past is what they will always get, what you will always get, thinking that your past is what you will always get, and thinking that your past dictates your future, basically. In other words, basing what you are and allowing yourself to think and therefore select out of the quantum field based on only and exclusively what you have already experienced, thereby selecting it once again out of the infinite potential of the quantum field and creating more of the past into your now moment or into your future. And then it's almost like if you have this idea, this concept that your past dictates your future, you perpetuate that and you go, see, more evidence that the past is what I get. Well, you're doing that, and you can stop doing that at any time, anytime, anytime, anytime. If you don't believe me, go check out Joe Dispenza, probably watch any one of his lectures, and he'll tell you about this as well. One of his more famous quotes, I think. Okay, so these are some of the pitfalls. So then what to do? How do you overcome these 3 kind of pitfalls that keep you from using this quantum field and being more in line with your infinite potential that you innately have? Number 1, create unshakable faith and belief in the law. If you create this unshakable faith and belief in the law, everything else you need to do will become easier. And yes, that includes changing your programming. If you know that you know, what you focus on, what you assume to be true, even if right now evidence seems to deny it, this is the law, by the way, law of assumption. If you know this, and if you very deeply integrated this into your belief system, you have unshakable faith in this law, then when you go about the task of changing your belief system, this will be so much easier. This will be so much easier because you understand that all of your beliefs right now, even if you've held those beliefs for a long time, if they are not what you want, again, according to this law, you understand that it's safe for you to change the belief system, the programming, to whatever it is that you now choose it to be. Okay? All right. Number 2, work on your programming. If you want your manifesting journey to be at least a little bit easier, if you want to work with yourself, if you want to create more abundantly and effortlessly, work on your programming. There's nothing else for me to say. It doesn't need to be hard. If you are thinking right now, okay, yeah, Traci, sure, but it's hard and I don't want to do it and I don't know how to do it, and also it's hard. Well, thinking that is just one option, by the way. You don't have to continue to think that it's hard. Where did you get the idea that changing your programming is hard? Does the phone say like, okay, we have an upgrade for you, but it's going to be hard? No. There's a process for doing it, and you just simply go through the process. It doesn't need to be hard. Number 3, break the habit of thinking that 3D is the real reality and the truth. This is an illusion. And you have to work to break it. Why? Because you've been practicing buying into this illusion for a long, long, long time. And you have to work to break out of this habit. Habits are broken through effort and repetition. So it's not going to, you're not going to break the habit the first time you remember in the moment, oh yeah, 3D reality isn't real. You might have to remember to break that habit again and again and again and again, but you will. Through dedication, through consistency, you can break this habit and develop a new habit. You just have to stick with it and understand that you break it one time doesn't mean it's broken for forevermore. Eventually it will be that way, but the first go, maybe, you have to keep trying. Being stubborn, being resilient, being determined, these are all qualities that can really help you when it comes to manifesting. I highly recommend that you work on, if these don't come easily and naturally to you, work on being more stubborn about what you want, more resilient in the face of challenges, more determined to get the hang of it, right? Because you will if you keep trying. I promise you will. You will. You're meant to do this. This is what you're designed to do. Be a powerful manifester. You are designed to do this. Okay? I promise you will get it if you stick with it and you stay determined. So the essence of this quantum field that can help you unlock all of your potential is understanding that everything exists now. Everything is available to you. It's all here for the taking or for the choosing. If your reality doesn't contain most of the things that you would prefer, taking ownership of that fact is key. Understanding that this is not your destiny is key. Understanding that this is completely in your hands, or rather in your mind, to change. If there is infinite possibilities available to you, why wouldn't you be able to experience them? If you are the only one creating in your reality, what is holding you back from creating what you want? A lot of times the answer to this is really, really, really simple. It's programming picked up from other people, programming you didn't choose, programming that is not your choice, and unprocessed emotions, or you can say attachments to the past experiences. That's what these unprocessed emotions are. It's like the glue that sticks you to these programs and past experiences. Continuing to deny, suppress, ignore, avoid your unprocessed emotions is not the key to getting unstuck or the key to effortless manifestation. No, actually the way out is through. is through processing these things and moving on from them, releasing them first, releasing them, clearing them out, looking at them first and foremost. And when you look at them and you process them and you go through them, you are creating the space, you're creating the room, you're clearing them out so that you can create the space for something new to take its place, right? We're not trying to hold all of this stuff where it is because we don't want to look at it. Let's look at it. It's going to benefit you in the long run, rather than keeping it there and having to keep like fighting with it and working against it. No, just take it out. It's a little bit of work to take it out. I'm not going to lie to you, but take it out and start with a fresh, clean slate. You're going to thank yourself. So in conclusion, realize that there is a quantum field available to you right now and at all other times in your life as well. Your access to the quantum field is in your mind. Once you clear and clean and rearrange your mind to be more of your preference, then, like a power tool, you can focus your mind on the infinite possibilities in the quantum field that contains all possibilities, and you can collapse the wave function and manifest anything you want into your reality. That was a good conclusion, a good summarization. So, all right, you guys, so the new course, I just want to mention it really quick before I end the video. The new course I'm creating is going to bring you into harmony with this very idea. My Living in the End course is designed to help you focus on your desired reality now, to stop worrying about what has been, what currently is, and to focus on your powerful mind, on the end of what you desire to experience. All right, so stay tuned. I have more information coming very, very soon on that. Also, please leave me a comment down below if this video was helpful for you, and remembering your true potential is unlimited, and remembering that all is available to you now, regardless of programming, past experiences, and your fears. It's all available now, right? You don't have to clean your programming, but you know, that's not the message of this video. I know I mentioned that a lot. I'm saying it's going to make it easier for you to access your full potential when you clear the programming. The programming, when you keep the old programming around, it causes challenges for you that don't need to be there. Okay, so just to be clear. And yes, so leave me a comment down below. I look forward to reading your comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.